Rome, the city of seven hills, is a place where history and legend intertwine seamlessly. Boasting a history as captivating as its legendary founding, Rome's story begins with myth and mystery. Legend tells of twin brothers, Romulus and Remus, abandoned as infants and raised by a she-wolf. These brothers, destined for greatness, would go on to shape the destiny of a city that would become the heart of an empire. In 753 BC, Romulus established the city, forever etching his name into the annals of history. This act of founding was not just the birth of a city, but the beginning of a civilization that would influence the world for millennia. Early Rome was a humble kingdom, ruled by a succession of kings. These early rulers laid the foundations of Roman society, culture, and governance. However, the seeds of a republic were sown, destined to transform Rome into a power unlike any other. The transition from monarchy to republic was a pivotal moment in Roman history. In 509 BC, the Romans revolted against their Etruscan rulers, establishing a republic governed by elected officials. This revolution was driven by a desire for greater representation and fairness. This marked a turning point in Roman governance and society. The establishment of the republic was a bold step towards a new form of government. Power resided not in a single ruler, but in the hands of the people, represented by the Senate. This shift allowed for a more balanced and inclusive system of governance. This system of governance, with its emphasis on civic duty and the rule of law, laid the groundwork for Rome's remarkable ascent. The principles established during this time would echo throughout history, influencing countless civilizations to come. The Roman Republic, though founded on noble ideals, was not immune to internal strife and ambition. As Rome's power grew, so too did the ambitions of its generals. Gaius Julius Caesar, a brilliant military strategist, emerged from the chaos of civil war as the undisputed leader of Rome. Caesar's reign marked a turning point in Roman history, ushering in the era of the Roman Empire. His adopted son, Augustus, solidified the imperial system, becoming the first Roman emperor. The transition from republic to empire was gradual but profound, transforming Roman governance and ushering in an era of unprecedented peace and prosperity. Under the rule of Augustus and his successors, the Roman Empire entered a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. For 2 centuries, the Roman world experienced relative tranquility, a stark contrast to the preceding centuries of internal strife and external conflict. This golden age witnessed an explosion of cultural and economic growth as Roman influence spread throughout the Mediterranean and beyond. The Pax Romana was a testament to the effectiveness of Roman administration and military might. The empire, stretching from the British Isles to the borders of Persia, enjoyed a period of stability and prosperity unprecedented in ancient history. Trade flourished, connecting distant corners of the empire, while Roman law and engineering brought order and progress to conquered lands. The Romans were not only skilled conquerors but also masterful builders and engineers. Their architectural prowess is evident in the enduring structures that grace the landscape of Europe and beyond. From the Colosseum, a testament to Roman entertainment, to the Pantheon, a masterpiece of dome construction, Roman engineering continues to inspire awe and wonder. The Romans' mastery of concrete, arches, and aqueducts allowed them to construct roads, bridges, and aqueducts that connected their vast empire and facilitated trade, communication, and the flow of essential resources. These architectural marvels, standing as testaments to Roman ingenuity, served as the backbone of the Roman Empire and left an indelible mark on the ancient world. Life in ancient Rome was a tapestry woven from contrasts, a city where opulence and poverty coexisted side by side. For the wealthy elite, life was a whirlwind of lavish banquets, political intrigue, and philosophical discourse. These affluent Romans indulged in feasts that lasted for hours, with exotic dishes and fine wines. They resided in opulent villas, adorned with intricate mosaics and frescoes, their days filled with leisure and intellectual pursuits. These homes were not just places to live, but symbols of their status and wealth. The less fortunate, however, faced a more arduous existence. Their lives were marked by hard labor and uncertainty. For the common people of Rome, life was a constant struggle for survival. They toiled in markets, workshops, and on the streets, often for meager wages. Many lived in crowded, squalid conditions, their days consumed by labor and the pursuit of basic necessities. The insulae, or apartment buildings, were often cramped and poorly constructed, posing constant risks. Yet even amidst the hardships, there were opportunities for respite and entertainment. Public spaces like baths and theaters provided a much-needed escape. The famous Roman baths offered a place for socializing and relaxation, where people from all walks of life could come together to unwind and discuss the events of the day. Meanwhile, the gladiatorial contests in the Colosseum provided a much-needed distraction from the realities of daily life. These events were not just spectacles, but a vital part of Roman culture, drawing massive crowds and offering a sense of communal excitement. The Roman army, a formidable force that dominated the ancient world for centuries, was central to the empire's expansion and dominance. Highly disciplined and expertly trained, the Roman legions were renowned for their unwavering discipline, superior tactics, and innovative weaponry. From the conquest of Gaul under Julius Caesar to the subjugation of Carthage in the Punic Wars, the Roman army proved its mettle on countless battlefields. Their legions marched across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, expanding the frontiers of the Roman Empire and bringing distant lands under Roman rule. The Roman army, a symbol of power and discipline, was instrumental in forging the largest empire the ancient world had ever seen. The Roman Empire, despite its outward strength, was not immune to the forces of decay. Beneath the surface of its grandeur, the seeds of decline were already being sown. By the 3rd century AD, cracks began to appear in the empire's foundations, signaling the beginning of a long and arduous decline. The vast territories that once symbolized Roman power now became a burden, difficult to manage and defend. A series of crises, both internal and external, gradually weakened the empire from within. Civil wars, power struggles, and a lack of strong leadership left the empire vulnerable. Economic instability, fueled by inflation and overspending, eroded the empire's financial resources. The once thriving economy began to falter, leading to widespread poverty and discontent among the populace. Political corruption and instability became rampant as emperors rose and fell in quick succession. The frequent change in leadership created a sense of uncertainty and chaos, further destabilizing the empire. On the frontiers, barbarian tribes, sensing weakness at the heart of the empire, increased their raids and incursions, putting further strain on the overstretched Roman army. The once formidable legions struggled to repel these relentless attacks. The once mighty Roman Empire, beset by internal strife and external pressures, began its slow and inexorable decline. The glory of Rome, which had once seemed eternal, now faced the harsh reality of its own mortality. The decline of the Roman Empire culminated in 476 AD with the deposition of Romulus Augustulus, the last Western Roman emperor, by the Germanic general Odoacer. This event, often regarded as the symbolic fall of Rome, marked the end of the Western Roman Empire and the onset of the Middle Ages in Europe. The Eastern Roman Empire, centered in Constantinople, continued to thrive for another 1,000 years, known as the Byzantine Empire. However, the fall of Rome in the West had profound consequences for Europe. It ushered in an era of fragmentation and instability as Germanic kingdoms rose to fill the void left by the Roman Empire. The once unified Roman world was no more. Despite its eventual fall, the Roman Empire left an indelible mark on Western civilization. Its legacy is evident in our laws, languages, architecture, and political systems. From the legal principles enshrined in Roman law to the enduring influence of Latin on Romance languages, the echoes of Rome resonate through the ages. The Romans' contributions to engineering, architecture, and urban planning continue to inspire awe and admiration. Their system of governance, with its emphasis on civic duty and the rule of law, provided a model for later civilizations. Though the Roman Empire may be long gone, its impact on the world we live in today is undeniable.